hold your hand in my new studio. Don't touch nothing. When I say this, I've never received a lack of care because my nurse's eyelashes were too long.
Into work with lashes out to here, face in full glam, like you're about to go to the club, wearing nails out to here while you're treating patients. It is absurd. I have not seen this with any other profession.
All my ghetto nurses come to the front. Big up yourself, my girlie. I'm the girl under pressure. Listen, I'm going to keep my thing brief as usual. Constantly in nursing and healthcare, we are worried about the wrong things at the wrong time. You saw what Dr. Oz said the other day? Go look it up. Okay? Right now, we should be focusing on the following things: standardization of education, safe patient ratios, and nurses getting more involved in policy making to protect themselves and their patients. I feel that it is short-sighted to talk about, lashes and nails and hair before we talk about racism that happens in nursing and in nursing school, right? We need to get focused, and we need to stay focused, and we need to get one band, one sound real quick, because this conversation is just derailing the things that need to take place. Why aren't we focusing more on skill set, clinical knowledge? Right? So you're telling me that if a nurse comes to you and they got a 40-inch bust down, but they know how to take care of you in the ICU back and forth, you're going to complain about it? And these are the sort of conversations that get perpetuated, where we end up in the situation we're in right now, where you cannot find enough nurses to work bedside because of this sort of politics. And one can make the argument that, okay, maybe these things have to do with, infection control, like, the very long nails, or the hair or whatever it is. But most of the time, if the girls have the long bust down, they got the cap on like this, they tuck the hair in there when they're rendering patient care, right? Most of the girls that I see, I don't often see, now not to say it doesn't exist, the girls with the very, very long stiletto nails working at the bedside. If they do have the long nails, they're working in some other capacity where it's not necessarily in direct patient care. So yeah, this conversation about ghetto nurse and what is professional, we need to wrap it up by 6 p.m. today.
Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So I came across this on my FYP and I tend to share. You guys, this biracial nurse came out calling out black nurses and how they wear long lashes and of course long nails, and she used a word that actually make people to know exactly who she was referring to. Well, I'm just going to let these videos roll, okay, so that we can listen to what these people have to say. Black nurses came out and reacted to her video, including people who are from her end. Okay, they came out reacting to this video and kind of tell her to her face what really she was talking about, even when she tried to make it look like she was just trying to cancel people. Well, let's just let these videos roll, then we come back and talk more. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it, and credit to all creators on this video. Let's go watch, then we come back with the commentary.
And to that nurse, they said that it was ghetto for women to have lashes and nails at work, that is now trying to backpedal and say that you mean that they shouldn't have nails in the healthcare scene. You didn't just mention nails in your original video, and you did not just say that. If you would have just said, no, it's nasty for people to have nails in healthcare, then everybody would have understood. But you specifically said nails and lashes. You was talking about how people come to work all done up and stuff, and you were saying that was unprofessional. And then you specifically used the word ghetto, and you knew what people think when they think of the word ghetto. They think of black people. Stop being fucking dense. What's unprofessional is you getting on the internet knowing that you're a nurse practitioner making a video like that. And what should have been your response was not you trying to backpedal or not you trying to compensate for what the fuck you said. It should have been a simple apology. Because a real review would be somebody on the internet like myself saying that we wouldn't even trust you to be our nurse, because you most likely would see the person that you described up in that video and be prejudiced towards them or discriminate towards them, all because you feel like something that they're doing is ghetto.
Let me just educate you. The word ghetto has a negative connotation. That word dates all the way back to the 1500s. That word was used to describe a certain group of people in a negative way. Fast forward to today, the word ghetto is used to describe a different group of people in a negative way, and that is black people. I watched some of your video, and some of the things you said I was in agreement with. But the moment that you said ghetto providers, ghetto antics, you shouldn't be practicing if you knew that you cheated your way through, you are watering down any respect that NPs may have. Those comments were a direct blow to the black community. This is not how you're supposed to use your platform. You stated you represent all of us, meaning nurse practitioners and nurses have to dress professional. I understand. But what you don't understand is that I am a nurse practitioner myself, and you are representing us, negatively. You could have delivered your message in a totally different way. There was a lot of tension. There was a lot of frustration. There was a lot of irritation that you have. I don't know if you had a situation. I don't know if you had an encounter with a Black nurse practitioner or Black nurse. But what's concerning is that you take care of patients. Are you taking care of patients fairly? And I don't know if you know, but TikTok and the TikTok commenters can have your job by the end of the week and make it very difficult for you to get one. You stated, let's raise the bar on professionalism. Well, the professionalism starts with you.
I think that she was making sense initially when she started and trying to say people should really look professional and all that. But when she said the word ghetto, man, she got me off point. Like, I was like, what are you trying to say exactly? And when you check the comment section, I had a lot of people who shared my thoughts immediately, because you are saying ghetto and you are trying to make it look professional at the same time. There is nothing professional around ghetto, and you cannot downplay a particular people and expect people to just applaud you and said you said the right thing when you had just downplayed people, right? You would have used the right words to pass your message, and trust me, people would have just listened. But trying to make it look like you are indirectly trying to call out a particular community, that doesn't go well at all. That was her mistake for me. Yes, she came out and apologized, but that was a mistake. And I think that she actually is working with this particular nurses who are buddies, okay? And I have the same, somebody have also thought in that line of thought, right, that she's working with this Black body nurses and she is kind of feeling low, okay, whenever she sees them around, because they kind of intimidating her. Let's check this out.
And what about it? We wear lashes and a beat face every time. There's a nurse on here that's talking about some nurses and nurse practitioners are ghetto for wearing lashes, their face beat to work, and long nails. You say ghetto, what you mean by that? Huh? I hear ghetto because long nails are automatically thinking a Black woman. You got a problem? When was your appearance indicative of the level of care that you're able to provide? When did lashes impair you from being able to give chest compressions? Allow me to continue. Now, girl, if you don't know how to do a highlight and contour and you mad about that, just say that. It seems as if you're projecting your insecurities on Black women. I know how long nurses got to go to school to be a nurse practitioner. You're dedicating your life to your education so you can get to a certain level of practice. Imagine somebody being mad at you because you look good. You look like one of them girls that'll come up to you and say, oh my God, your lashes are so beautiful. I love your hair. And be the same one talking shit behind your back. Mind you, she talking about some of the nails, but got a whole set. Somebody make an anonymous report. Please, thank you. See all that to say this. Don't come on the internet looking like a regular schmegular female, then coming for the ones that are putting themselves together and performing at the highest level in every way, shape, and form. Find the business that pays you and stay out of ours.
Is seeming to backfire because there's some people who really shouldn't be nurses or NPs out there. That I'm seeing ghetto providers. You are literally going into work with lashes out to here, face in full glam, like you're about to go to the club.
I mean this with all respect, but who actually are you to say that people who went to school for years and earned credentialing, earned licensure behind their name doesn't deserve their licensure and their titles because their makeup is not professional by your standards? If someone doesn't deserve to be a nurse or an NP, let the board of nursing tell us that, right? If somebody is practicing at an unprofessional, unsafe, incompetent level, the board of nursing gets to decide and tell us who doesn't deserve to be an NP or a nurse. Not you, because you don't like how their makeup looks. And this is where I feel like we're losing the plot when we talk about competent medical providers. Just because someone is still themselves and they have an atom of self-expression that goes against the grain of what we've been taught does not mean they are an incompetent medical provider and they don't deserve the credentialing that they spent years earning in school. Just because you don't like the makeup and you don't like big lashes and you feel like it's unprofessional, that has nothing to do with competency. Now, when we talk about nails is a safety thing. Nails is a risk for infection.
You know, when people, have this insecurity about something in their life that they've been hoping to achieve, and they see somebody else who they feel they're better off than doing or living that kind of life, they feel very upset. If you don't know how to make up, maybe you should go learn how to make up, right? If you don't know how to glam yourself, wear those lashes. You said you wear lashes yourself, but you should not wear longer lashes and all of that. If it so pleases you, why don't you, go talk to those people yourself and not come to drag people and say ghetto and all that? That doesn't make a lot of sense, right? She would have just tried to pass her point without even using the G word, because that alone was the thing that triggered a lot of people to come out and stitch a video and start saying all that they said in those videos, because she was actually feeling that she was making sense, but she was directing this to other people, a particular group, and those people were able to catch their sub and say, okay, this person is trying to sub us, so let's give it back to her. And now she is receiving it as hot as it can, okay, because she doesn't make sense at all. You're not even making sense. Yes, there is professionalism in nursing. You would have just tried to stand by that and preach the gospel of decency in dressing, and every other thing. But trying to downplay people, downplay their life and everything, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Trying to make them feel like what they're saying does not make sense, what they're doing does not make sense or anything, and how they went to school, they didn't even pass, classes and all that. That doesn't make sense, because you cannot pinpoint who you're talking about and how they didn't get a good result and all that. You should have just let the board of nursing to do their job, and not you trying to pick up fight with people that doesn't even care if you exist or not. Well, she came out and apologized, okay, but I don't know. I've not really watched her apology video, but I've seen the stitch somewhere. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys, in the comments. Okay, as she came actually to come and talk about how she didn't mean it and all that. She didn't mean it the way people are saying it. But share your thoughts with me in the comments. What do you think? Is she making sense to you? And do you think that nurses wearing long nails will deter them from taking care of their patients? Share your thoughts with me. Comment. Let's have that conversation. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. I look forward to seeing you all on my next video. Bye, guys, and please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Bye, guys.